Hurrah, hurrah. Bernadette Baxter's a name. Boy, do I have a tale for you. You see, back in 1947, the city of New Orleans was hit by a mighty big hurricane. Known today only as, well, the storm in 1947. They weren't too creative with the names back then. The whole city was flooded, and there were tens of thousands of houses underwater needing demolition. You combine that with a flood of GIs coming back from World War II, and you had yourself a little housing crisis on your hands. Well, a local area businesswoman, better known as Mama, her real name, Rano Rowacho, she had an answer. See, she made a career working down on the docks, though she was a perpetually single woman. She had her family with her, family of dock hands and other hired thugs that she always kept around at any given time. It was kind of an open secret she was doing a lot of dirty work down on the docks, but you know how the New Orleans politics play. Well, anyway, she had a plan to fix this little crisis. What she was going to do was she was going to take those people that were squatting in these ruined homes all over the city, and she was going to give them bright, shiny new places that she had built all across the city, and she was going to demolish those houses, and the city was going to pay her a pretty sum of money for this. Well, it didn't quite go as she planned, because you see, construction projects, they fell behind a little bit, we'll say, and people weren't too keen on this idea of leaving their homes to move to these little apartments that were miles away from everything they'd known. She got a little desperate, worked to keep her numbers up. But first she started beating up people and having her thugs move people by force, and then when she ran out of space to put them in, well, she combined two hot, as you might say. Combined her passion for causing pain with her passion for rare spiders that she collected all over the world. You see, one of the beautiful things about controlling the New Orleans docks is you don't have to deal with customs. And she was able to bring in spiders, the deadliest, the largest, the ugliest, the mangliest spiders you can imagine. Brought them from all over the world. And she kept them in a little house she rented over on the West Bank. You see, that collection got mighty expensive to feed, you might say. So she started turning in some of these vagrant types into her own little spider food collection. Well, years later, she was eventually caught, not for the murders, but for fraud. Because she had billed the city for far more people and far more houses than she could ever have housed. Her greed did her in. She was never convicted, though, because she ended up dying before her little house of horrors was uncovered when the next owner finally took it over. But you know what, folks? She did such a great service to the city. Old Berta's bringing her back, along with some of her better-known victims, if you will. 4 nights only this October, the 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 31st. Mama Rano Rowacho will be back. And she will be here where you can visit her if you dare. So give us a drop by. You never know what might be crawling around.